They counted you out, whispered behind your back, laughed when you fell. But what they didn't know, what they couldn't see, is that God was using your pain as preparation. And now the same people who doubted you are about to witness a rise so powerful, it will leave them speechless. What you went through was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to develop you. In the moment, pain feels heavy, confusing, and sometimes even unfair. You question why certain doors closed, why certain people walked away, and why life seemed to hit you harder than others. But what feels like chaos is often God's construction. While you were trying to survive the moment, God was shaping your strength, your character, and your faith for something greater than you could see. Pain has a way of stretching you. It pushes you out of comfort, forces you to grow, and teaches you lessons that ease never could. The nights you cried, the moments you felt alone, the times you almost gave up, those were not wasted. They were building resilience inside you. They were teaching you how to stand when everything around you was falling apart. And more importantly, they were drawing you closer to God even when you didn't realize it. Sometimes we think growth should feel good, but real growth often comes through pressure. Just like a diamond is formed under intense weight, your strength is formed under life's challenges. If everything had gone the way you planned, you wouldn't have developed the endurance, wisdom, or faith you carry now. You wouldn't have discovered how strong you truly are. The struggle revealed a version of you that comfort never could. It's easy to look at your past and feel regret or disappointment. You might think you wasted time, trusted the wrong people, or made mistakes that set you back, but even those moments were part of the preparation. God can use everything, the heartbreak, the failure, the rejection, and turn it into something meaningful. Nothing you went through is useless. Every experience added a layer to who you are becoming. There were seasons when it felt like nothing was happening, like you were stuck or forgotten, but those were the moments where the deepest work was taking place, not on the outside where people could see, but on the inside where it mattered most. Your mindset was changing. Your faith was growing. Your identity was being strengthened. God was preparing you for a level you weren't ready for before. And here's the truth. If you skip the preparation, you won't be able to sustain the elevation. The strength you gain through pain is exactly what will help you handle the blessings that are coming. Without that process, the very thing you prayed for could overwhelm you, but now you are becoming someone who can carry it with grace, wisdom, and confidence. So instead of resenting your past, start recognizing its purpose. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Begin to ask, what did this teach me? Because everything you went through added value to your life. It built you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's ahead. You may not have understood it then, but one day you'll look back and realize that the pain was necessary. It didn't break you. It built you. It didn't stop your story. It shaped it. And now, because of everything you endured, you're stepping into a version of yourself that is stronger than ever before. It's easy to feel discouraged when something you've been praying for hasn't happened yet. You start to wonder if you've been overlooked, if your efforts are in vain, or if maybe it just isn't meant for you. Waiting can feel like rejection, and silence can feel like abandonment. But just because something hasn't happened yet does not mean it will never happen. What feels like a delay is often part of a greater plan that you cannot fully see right now. There is a difference between something being denied and something being delayed. Denial closes the door completely, but delay means the door is still there, it just hasn't opened yet. And in many cases, the delay is not about withholding something from you, but about preparing you for it. Timing matters more than we realize. If certain opportunities, relationships, or blessings had come earlier, you might not have been ready to handle them. What you see as late is often right on time in God's plan. Think about how much you've changed over time. The person you were a year ago is not the same person you are today. You've grown, learned, and gained a deeper understanding of life and yourself. That growth didn't happen overnight. It came through experiences, challenges, and moments of reflection. In the same way, what you're waiting for requires a version of you that is fully ready, not just emotionally, but mentally and spiritually. Waiting seasons are not empty seasons. They are filled with unseen progress. While it may look like nothing is happening on the surface, there is movement behind the scenes. Things are being aligned, situations are being arranged, and pieces are being put together in ways you may never fully understand. Sometimes what you're asking for involves more than just you. It involves timing, people, and circumstances that all have to come together in the right way. In these moments, patience patience becomes your greatest strength, it's not passive, it's active trust. It's choosing to believe that even when you don't see results, something is still working in your favor. It's continuing to move forward, to improve yourself, and to stay faithful even when the outcome is uncertain. That kind of patience builds a strong foundation, one that won't easily be shaken when challenges come. There is also protection in delay. Not everything you want right now is meant for you in this moment. Some things need time to develop properly. Some situations need to change before they can benefit you. And sometimes what you think you want now will evolve into something even better later. If everything happened instantly, you might miss out on something greater that was meant for you. It's natural to compare your timeline with others. You see people achieving things faster, reaching milestones sooner, and it can make you feel like you're falling behind. But your journey is unique. What is meant for you will come in its own time, not according to someone else's pace. Comparison only steals your peace and distracts you from your own path. So instead of focusing on what hasn't happened yet, start appreciating where you are and who you are becoming in the process. Use this time to grow, to learn, and to strengthen yourself. Trust that every delay has a purpose, even if you don't understand it right now. One day, when everything finally falls into place, you'll realize that nothing was truly late. It all happened exactly when it needed to. And in that moment, you'll understand that the waiting wasn't a setback. It was a necessary part of the journey that led you to something better than you imagined. There are moments in life when everything feels like it's falling apart. You feel pushed down, overlooked, forgotten, and maybe even defeated. It can seem like life has buried you under disappointment, failure, and pain. In those moments, it's easy to believe that it's over, that you've been left behind while others move forward. But what feels like burial is often something completely different. You're not being buried, you're being planted. When something is buried, it's hidden, covered, and left with no expectation of life. But when something is planted, it's placed in the ground with purpose, with intention, and with the expectation that it will grow. The environment may look the same, dark, quiet, and unseen, but the outcome is completely different. What you're experiencing right now may feel like darkness, but it's actually a space where transformation begins. Growth doesn't happen in the spotlight. It happens in hidden places where no one is watching. Just like a seed beneath the soil, you are developing in ways that others cannot see yet. Roots are forming. Strength is building. You are becoming stable enough to handle what's coming next. If a seed tried to grow above the ground without first developing strong roots below, it wouldn't survive. In the same way, this season is strengthening your foundation. It's uncomfortable to be in a place where you can't see progress. You want visible results, something to prove that your efforts are working, but real growth is often invisible at first. You may feel like you're stuck, but deep inside, things are shifting. Your mindset is changing, your resilience is increasing, and your perspective is evolving. These internal changes are what prepare you for external success. Being planted also means being positioned. You are exactly where you need to be for your next level of growth. Even if it doesn't feel ideal, even if it's not what you would have chosen, there is purpose in your placement. Every challenge you face in this season is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. You are being equipped for something greater than where you are right now. There is also a process to growth that cannot be rushed. A seed doesn't break through the soil overnight. It takes time, patience, and consistency. If you try to force growth before it's ready, you can damage the very thing you're trying to build. In the same way, your journey requires patience. Trust that the process is working, even when you can't see immediate results. Sometimes the pressure you feel is actually a sign that you're about to break through. Just as a seed must push through the soil to reach the surface, you are pushing through obstacles that are making you stronger. That pressure is not there to crush you. It's there to prepare you for the moment you rise. And when you do rise, it will be undeniable. What once looked like a setback will be revealed as a setup. The same place that felt like the end will become the beginning of something new. People may have thought you were finished, but they didn't understand that your story was still growing beneath the surface. So don't lose hope in this season. Don't let the darkness convince you that nothing good is coming. You are not buried in defeat. You are planted with purpose. And in the right time, with the right conditions, you will rise, grow, and become everything you were meant to be. There comes a moment in life when everything you've been through begins to make sense. Not because the pain disappears, but because it transforms into purpose. What once felt like setbacks, failures, and heartbreaks start to come together as a powerful story of survival and growth. And when you rise from that place, your comeback is not just about success, it becomes a statement. A statement doesn't need to be announced loudly. It is shown through your life. It's seen in how you carry yourself after everything you've endured. It's in your strength, your confidence, and your ability to keep going when giving up would have been easier. Your comeback tells a story that words alone cannot fully explain. It shows that you didn't let your circumstances define you, even when they tried to. There were moments when it felt like everything was working against you. People doubted you, situations didn't go your way, and maybe even your own thoughts tried to convince you that you weren't enough. But instead of letting those things break you, they became the very things that built you. Every challenge added another layer to your resilience. Every disappointment taught you something valuable. And every time you chose to keep going, you proved to yourself that you were stronger than you thought. What makes your comeback powerful is not just the fact that you succeeded, but the journey it took to get there. Anyone can celebrate a win, but not everyone understands the struggle behind it. Your story carries weight because it includes the nights you cried, the moments you doubted yourself, and the times you felt like quitting but didn't. That journey gives your success meaning and depth. When people see you rising now, they may only see the result. They may not fully understand what it took for you to get here, but your life becomes a reminder that growth is possible, that healing is real, and that no situation is final. Without even trying, you become an example to others who are going through similar struggles. Your comeback gives them hope that they can rise too. There is also a quiet confidence that comes with overcoming difficult seasons. You no longer need validation from others because you know what you've survived. You understand your own strength in a way that no one can take away from you. That confidence is not based on perfection, but on perseverance. It comes from knowing that even when things were at their worst, you found a way to keep moving forward. Your comeback also changes how you see challenges. Instead of fearing them, you begin to understand that they are part of growth. You've already faced difficulties and made it through, so you carry a sense of strength into whatever comes next. You're no longer the same person who once felt overwhelmed. You've evolved into someone who can handle more, endure more, and achieve more. And perhaps the most powerful part of your comeback is that it proves something to yourself. It shows you that you are capable of rising no matter how hard things get. It reminds you that your story is not defined by your lowest moments, but by how you rise from them. That realization changes everything. In the end, your comeback becomes more than just a personal victory. It becomes a statement of strength, resilience, and growth. It shows that what was meant to break you actually built you. And without needing to say a word, your life stands as proof that no matter how difficult the journey is, rising is always possible. There are moments in life when it feels like everything is standing in your way. People, circumstances, past mistakes, even your own doubts. You may feel like no matter how hard you try, something keeps blocking your progress. But there is a powerful truth that changes everything. When God decides to elevate you, nothing can truly stop it. What is meant for you will not be taken away, delayed forever, or given to someone else. It will happen in the right time, in the right way, because it is already aligned with your purpose. People may try to limit you based on who you used to be. They may remember your past mistakes, your failures, or the times you didn't succeed, but they don't have the final authority over your life. Their opinions cannot cancel what God has already planned for you. You are not defined by your lowest moments. You are defined by the direction you are going and the growth you've experienced along the way. There will also be obstacles that seem too big to overcome. Situations that make you question whether you'll ever move forward. But those obstacles are not permanent barriers. They are temporary challenges. What seems impossible to you is not impossible for God. When the time comes for you to rise, doors will open that no one can shut. Opportunities will appear that you didn't expect. Paths will be created where there seemed to be none. Sometimes the biggest thing that tries to stop you is your own mindset. Doubt, fear, and insecurity can make you hesitate, hold back, or settle for less than what you deserve. You may feel unworthy of the opportunities in front of you or afraid that you won't be able to handle success. But the same God who is lifting you is also equipping you. You are not being placed in a position without being given the strength and ability to handle it. It's important to understand that elevation doesn't always happen in a straight line. There may be ups ups and downs, moments of progress followed by moments of challenge. But even those setbacks cannot cancel your overall direction. They are part of the journey, not the end of it. Every step you take, even the difficult ones, is moving you closer to where you're meant to be. There is also a sense of peace that comes when you truly believe that what is for you cannot be stopped. You no longer feel the need to compete with others or compare your journey to theirs. You understand that your path is unique and that your blessings are specifically designed for you. This allows you to focus on your own growth, your own purpose, and your own progress without distraction. When the moment of elevation comes, it often happens in ways that surprise you. Things can shift quickly. What once felt slow and uncertain can suddenly become clear and steady. You may find yourself in places you once only dreamed of, doing things you once thought were out of reach, and in that moment you realize that everything you went through was leading you here. No force can override what God has already decided. No person can block it. No mistake can erase it. And no delay can cancel it. Your role is to stay faithful, keep growing, and continue moving forward even when it's difficult. Trust that the process is working, even when you don't see immediate results. In the end, your elevation is not just about reaching a new level. It's about becoming the person who is ready to stand there with confidence and strength. And when you get there, you'll understand that nothing could have stopped it because it was always meant to be yours.